Hello everyone, today is January 9th of 2023. Did you know that on this day back in 2009, a guy by the name of Nathan created his very first YouTube channel? The channel was named CGI Ben, which was named after the fact that Ben had appeared in somewhat CGI back in the season 12 episode Gordon Takes a Shortcut. 14 years later, on January 9th, 2023, this Nathan guy is still making YouTube videos, just on a different channel though, which is called Popular Paxton, which is named due to the fact that he likes Paxton a lot. So in case you haven't guessed it already, yes, today is my 14-year YouTube anniversary. And let me just say, wow. I never thought I'd make it this far in the YouTube channel career, but yet here I am. However, not all my years on YouTube have been productive or have had any content made at all. When I first started, back in 2009 on CGI Ben, I did a couple videos showing new items that I gotten for Christmas, items that I gotten with Christmas money, and then I did some remakes of songs from Thomas and Friends, and then after that, it was pretty much, the channel was pretty much dead for a few years. And then in 2013, I returned to YouTube, particularly to enter in a contest that was being held by fellow YouTuber Thomas Winroy for his 5-year YouTube anniversary. And then after that, I started doing discussions for a while until I eventually managed to get started on a Winroy series, which back then was called The Winroy Adventures of Thomas the Tank Engine. That series went on for a good while, up until the first episode of Season 5. Then the channel was taken down due to like some copyright issues, I believe. And so I had to make a new channel, which I called Popular Paxton. On that channel, I started making a fantasy series called Medieval Misadventures, which was a series I've been hoping to do on my old channel before it got taken down. So I went ahead and started that Medieval Misadventures series on Popular Paxton. So that series went on for a while. It lasted about 4 seasons, but it only had 30 episodes, plus a few movies. Several of those movies starred original troublesome truck characters, although most of these trucks weren't troublesome, and they were able to move on their own. After Medieval Misadventures came to an end, I tried to get back into making regular kind of stories where they take place in reality. Like on Sodor, there were people around this time. There were no humans in Medieval Misadventures. And, well, it just hasn't been quite the same. I mean, for one thing, I've been struggling to like have enough ideas to last for a while. There have been several different series, or at least a couple different several attempts at a regular kind of series. There was one called Such-un Railway Tales, which I tried to do using different brands of Thomas trains, and then I tried renaming the series to Trains Galore recently, but I just haven't been able to make a whole lot of episodes or even a whole lot of videos at all. I've been busy with personal life. I've had lots of hours on my job, and when I have free time, I usually spend most of my free time doing different things that aren't filming videos. Other kind of videos that I do make are cartoon spoof videos, which are on another channel I have. And besides those kinds of things, I just haven't had quite as much interest in making train videos, although that does not mean I want to retire. I still want to make these train videos. I just haven't been as productive as I used to be, and I hope to be more productive this year in 2023 and onward. So, you may be wondering, what's next for Trains Galore? Like, what's the next episode? I recently started again on Trains Galore with a new first episode of the series called Bill, Ben, and the Christmas Party, which I will reveal. People don't seem to have realized it, probably because it's been a long time since they either watched episodes from my CGI Ben channel, which also I will point out has been back on YouTube for a couple years now, but I just haven't gotten back to working on that, and I don't know if I ever will. And two other channels that I have, Terrific Trucks and Popular Paxton Remakes. Those two channels are made for remakes, with Terrific Trucks being remakes that feature my original truck characters. And the remakes are not actually Thomas episodes or songs. They're songs or clips and stuff from other existing movies and TV shows. But anyways, back on the thing I was talking about a moment ago. Bill, Ben, and the Christmas Party. The title is a reference to my very first CGI Ben episode, which was called Bill, Ben, and the Crossing. So Bill, Ben, and the Crossing, Bill, Ben, and the Christmas Party. The last word starts with C, even though it's Christmas Party. It's two separate words. But yeah, I decided to do that as a reference to my very first CGI Ben Win and Release series episode. But now, to get back to talking about the future of Trains Galore, well, what I'm going to say now is that this is something I've considered a little in the recent past, but basically, I'm thinking that I might not try to continue making stories as a series. So in this case, I'm not going to have like episodes that are labeled episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. No seasons like season 1, season 2, season 3. I will still continue to make stories, but they will more likely be standalone stories that aren't numbered to be in a series. I do have ideas for stories, but some of these ideas may not make it into the YouTube filming thing, and so yeah, I don't have like a trainload of story ideas. I do have ideas, but not all of them might actually come to fruition. So I feel like it may just be better if some of these stories, if all of these stories I make in the future weren't actually in a series, because whenever I have a series that I'm currently trying to do, I try to like make it have a story arc or something. But the fact is, I don't have a lot of story arc ideas, and I don't know how to make them last and how to make them super great. So yeah, standalone stories would kind of be the better way to go for me. So yeah, I had started filming a little bit of a new Trains Galore episode recently, but that episode probably won't get finished at this point since I'm going to switch to doing standalone stories. It's true that I could try to still do that episode as a standalone story, but I'm not for sure yet if that's going to happen or not. But anyways, yeah, 2023 hopefully will be a much more productive year for me than the last 2 years have been. And hopefully I can have episodes filmed and released more often, as long as I don't spend too much of my time focusing on my cartoon spoof videos and other types of things in my life that aren't work related. But anyways guys, I just want to thank you all so much for sticking with me 14 years on YouTube. Whether you were here when I started CGI Ben, when you're here with me now watching Popular Paxton, and your support on my 2 remake channels, which I also don't know if I will get back to working on, but we'll play that by ear, I guess. Anyways, thank you all so much for your support over these past 14 years. They've been pretty great, even though some of them weren't productive very much or at all. But once again, I'm so glad to still be making YouTube videos 14 years from the date January 9th, 2009. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much. Goodbye.